Hey guys, welcome back to Malt Mondays. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a bourbon, and it is the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Now, Wild Turkey has a really bad rap as being just bottom shelf bourbon to most people that I've talked to. And I think that's because they pretty much only for a long time made their 101 and I think they're 90. And both of those sell at like the $20 price range. So they've always had a few like premium offerings, but mostly they just have very cheap bourbon. So a lot of people associate Wild Turkey with bad bourbon. And by itself, the 101 is, yeah, it's not that good. It's pretty rough. But for mixing, for whiskey and cokes, for old fashions, whatever you're making, it's actually pretty good. So today I'm going to be taking a look at this rare breed, which is a step up. It is barrel proof, so it's even higher than the 101 proof, and it is around $40 a bottle, $35, $40. So it sits in that perfect, like, not premium bourbon, but sipping bourbon range where it should be able to hold its own. So the first thing we'll take a look at is the bottle here, and they have used a different bottle. It's got a unique shape. I think the Forgiven has the same bottle shape. It's got barrel proof, Kentucky straight, and 112.8 proof, which is like 56.4, yeah, percent ABV. And then on the back, it just says, the true bold spirit of Wild Turkey has been captured in this authentic barrel-proof whiskey, creating one of the finest bourbons in the world. Handcrafted and uncut, Rare Breed is a real whiskey legend. Well, handcrafted just means someone used a mouse on a computer to point and click, start the still, stop the still, etc. It doesn't really mean there was any handcrafting going into this. So handcrafted, that doesn't really mean anything. As for it being the finest bourbon in the world, I highly doubt that, but who knows? So we'll go ahead and take a taste here. Now, normally with barrel-proof whiskeys, I'll try them neat before I'll add any water. And a lot of times you don't need to add water, even on the barrel-proof stuff, if it is well made. It shouldn't be overly hot, so on the nose, this is immediately a huge step up from your Wild Turkey 101. There's no alcohol, nail polish, paint thinner on the nose, despite the fact that it's 56% ABV. It's all just good aromas of vanilla, tobacco, a lot of oak, like fresh oak, and I know they do use 6, 8, and 12-year-old bourbon for this bottling. And it's the same mash bill as all the other Wild Turkeys, which is 75% corn, 13% rye, and I think 12% barley, yeah. So there's definitely a spiciness to it, that tobacco kind of pepper nose from the rye. But it doesn't it's not overly sweet smelling like from all the corn. Like some bourbons are very vanilla, toffee, caramel up front. And this definitely has more of the oak and spice on it. It smells really good, actually. This is exactly how I like a bourbon to smell. I tend to prefer higher rye bourbons, but this has the perfect balance of the oak with the vanilla for me. So we'll see how it tastes. Definitely some heat to it from that extra ABV, but not overly hot. You can still sip this by itself, I think. It has a really nice full round flavor. Definitely a little sweeter on the palate than the nose suggested. It definitely smelled like it was going to be a little spicier, a little drier, but it's actually pretty sweet. Unfortunately, the finish kind of just goes away. Yeah, it's almost like all the flavor hits you at once, and then it just disappears. The finish is almost just the burn. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. and see if it changes anything. Just a drop. It definitely opened up the nose just a touch. There might be a little bit of apple, but I think it kills what I like about the nose, all that spice. It's definitely a lot better with just a drop of water. It makes that finish go on a little bit longer, actually. I think just a drop of water on this really puts it at the right spot. And it makes a really pretty decent whiskey. Now, $40 a bottle, I think there are better bourbons you can buy. Yeah, definitely Michter's, Four Roses, Single Barrel, those are all going to be better whiskeys than this. However, for a barrel-proof whiskey, this is definitely your best budget option and much better than I would have expected it to be based on my prior experiences with Wild Turkey. So if you're interested in this, I would still suggest you try it before you buy it. But if you know that you like Wild Turkey 101 or their 90 at least passably well, this still has that signature Wild Turkey flavor to it, just much more well-rounded and put together. So I can definitely see this being great in cocktails or even by itself or on the rocks because of that higher proof. So if I was going to score this, I would give it an 83 out of 100. And yeah, it's actually pretty good. I don't know if I would buy it again just because there are some bourbons in this price range that I know I prefer, but I definitely don't feel disappointed with my purchase. So this is definitely a huge step up from the base Wild Turkey and really great budget option if you want that cask strength whiskey. So please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and come back next week for another review.